it's also really nice to have a restorative position where you can just come back to sit, right? That's handy. All right, so why don't we just go ahead and do some of this stuff I just make up, by the way. I'll just tell you right now. I'm like, let's see how this goes. Let's find our leg loops and put them behind the knees here. Let's see if we can get into our chillaxing pose from here. We're just working on smooth transitions, right? I like we're doing a totally reverse class, because if I taught people how to do this in the beginning, they would never do the other poses. They're like, oh, okay, this is my happy place. So this is our real big chillaxing. So just notice you can kind of lean back. There's no pressure on the underarms. You're like, how do I make my arms not fall asleep? Spread it out. Okay? Awesome. So this is bringing the arms in. So now if we wanted to incorporate the arms, we're going to bring them out. And then come into our chillaxing arms with the elbows spread and flared out wide. Still pretty easy, right? Feeling pretty good. So Priya, do you want to put the leg loops behind your knees? You want to put those on your legs? Only if you want to. And then what we're going to do is we're going to reach forward. We're going to grab the swing. Make sure you don't have your leg loops in there. Don't do what I'm doing. Follow me most of the time. Okay, so the back end of the swing, not the leg loops. Back end of the swing, but not the leg loops. Reach your hands forward towards me, and then grab the swing, not the leg loops. Oh. Let go of the leg loops and hold on to just the swing. There you go. Oh, I can see it. I can see it. You couldn't. That's what I did the first time. Okay, so hold up a little bit higher. We're going to lift our butt and slide into chillaxing. It's going to happen. Wait, why not? Look at us. Now,
you tricked us into
I did. I wasn't ready for that.
Perfect.
All right, this is really important. If we're in chillaxing and we want to take pressure off our underarms, we're going to grab the front edge. So just one side. Yeah. Lift your butt and pull it down. Oh yeah. Just the front edge. Yep. See if you can do it. So this is the good news. So the edge towards me. Right. Yeah. It's just kind of twisted. Okay. So then we're back into, I work with people who are in their 80s. So we have to get them in the swing and let them kind of hang out before they're going to try anything crazy. Okay, let's get our arms back in. I'm just going to show you another variation. We're going to push the leg loops down to the ankles. When the leg loops are at the ankles, this is called floating Buddha. There you go. So we're going to keep the swing underneath our bum. And this is called windshield wiper. We're going to just sway from side to side. So you just push one foot down, and then the other foot down. And then if you want, you can say wee. Nice. So yeah, so we're getting all the benefits of the floating Buddha without any effort, right? Super restorative style, but really fun. And you're like, look, I'm doing yoga. What? Okay, same transition. We're going to put our arms around the swing so you get it underneath. Yeah. Grab the front end. Now we don't have to worry about the leg loop so much. Lift your butt and sliding. Awesome. And then all of a sudden we're in floating Buddha.
We are, right?
Almost. Some of us. If you actually reach up higher, you can kind of, yeah, I think that's what's happening. And then these are at the ends. Okay, another variation. We're just having like a little sampler in our buffet today. Okay, we can spread out the leg loops. It's like, oh my God, this thing is so amazing. Okay, so I keep the heel hooked. So it kind of keeps it spread out, otherwise it likes to travel. So everything spreads out, makes it for comfy, cozy. It's a stretchy sweatshirt material, which actually is comfortable. I know you guys are still like, but it's so intense on these parts of my body. But that's because your lymphatic system is freaking out. And once it calms down and enjoys the pressure because it's relieving all of that stagnation, then it actually feels good. But for now, it's intense, right? Drop your hips. Just see if you can go back into our chillaxing arms. Keep the hips heavy, heart open. So point the heart towards the sky. There you go. So you can actually lift your chest a little bit more, Elizabeth. There you go. Nice. So it's actually like we're pressing and arching over a bar, and this will start to initiate our back bends from the upper thoracics instead of the lumbar. The lumbar already gets crunched pretty much, and this actually extends the spine out of the pelvis and creating space in the lower vertebrae while getting that hump out of the upper back. Does that make sense? We should be arching from the upper back. Who thought of that? Even after doing 20 years of yoga, it's still very much emphasized to initiate the back bend from the lower back. So it's just changing the whole structure of the posture. Okay, well, we're going to come to neutral. We can do that for 5 minutes, right? I like that one. I tell you, we're in low gear. We will show you some tricks too, just so you're not like, that's fun. Okay, I'm usually pretty intense too. She's going to be like, oh, she was so low. It's like, right. We're going to bend the right knee in. Okay? So reach around and hug. So you can reach both hands around the leg loop, or you can just grab for the foot. Okay, whichever one feels good. In some way, come into a floating pigeon. Okay? Drop the hips a lot. See what it's like to drop the hips even more. There you go. Much different stretch, right? It's almost like we're pulling the foot in towards the heart. There you go. Awesome. Slowly extend when you're ready. Just take a breath here. Inhale. When you exhale, open your heart. That means keep your hips heavy. Just lean back. Lean back, and then the hands are opening the gesture, receptivity. Flex your fingers back and feel the nerves stretch down the arms. Right? Shake it out a little. Jazz hands. Just wondering how you could incorporate jazz hands into the practice. All right, cool. And now we come back up, neutral. Bend left leg in, wrap around. You can either use both hands to stretch the leg loop, or you can pull on the foot. Just find whatever variation feels good for you. Play with it a little. Really nice, Priya. That looks great. Good job. Okay, so if we want to do a little bit of swagger here, we're just going to look over our shoulder. Try the left shoulder. Before I even looked at you, I knew I was going up. The other one, the one that's harder. That makes it a little bit more intense, right? Yeah. And then release. Really good, guys. Open up. So this is called wide straddle T. You're inhaling. When we exhale, it's called star. So we just rotate the heart up towards the sky. See, my hips don't move. Really good. So this is what's happening. That big arch and that opening. Flex the fingers back and do a little jazz hands. Shake it out. Good. If at any point your neck is like, okay, I'm done, then go back into Shalakshana with the flared elbows, okay? Let's try that. Okay, let's bend right knee in again. Let's try it. I don't normally do this with the expanded, these are like our bat wings here. Okay. We're going to hold on to the leg loop as high as we can. Okay? Look over your right shoulder. Just to balance it out. Nice. And then if you can, I want you to press your hips up and pull the knee down towards the ground. You're going to try to get your foot on your inner thigh. We're just going to let that slide into the ankle. Going to slide if we shaved our legs. And then we came into side tree. So we're still holding on. Isn't that great? Yeah. So knee points down towards the ground. We're pressing your hips into the side plane bodies. And then we release our right arm out. It's a little intense on the underarm, right? But that's okay. Beautiful. We're going to come back through center. Really nice. Pull that one back up. And we'll put you on our knee highs, right? We're going to bend the left in. Reach up as high as you can. Hold on there and just one more stretch. Just look over the left shoulder so to initiate that spiraling. Then when we press the hips up, just let it slide into the ankles. And then come into side tree. So keep holding on with your right. Left hand extends. Good. Really good, everybody. And everyone's staying hugged around the swing, which is really important. Really good. So see if the knee can press down towards the ground, and then the hips press forward into one plane, almost like a triangle pose. And then if you want to get a little styling with it, it's called flying ninja. Just feel like a ninja. Really nice, guys. Love the side trees. Okay, come back to neutral. Hang up here. So we're going to keep them spread out, even though I can't really see you too well. It's okay. So we're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. I press my knees down. Okay. Okay. So yeah, if I keep my heel hooked here, it keeps them spread out. You want to try hooking the heel? It's okay if they ride up, but it's like the 80s style. Remember the stirrups?
Yeah.
They're so cool. Okay, so really relaxed swing Baddha is chillaxed arms. So our legs and our arms match. Keep the hips heavy so you don't come too much into a back bend. You want to keep the heart open, not accentuate the rib cage. Just feel if you lean back too much, the ribs open. The ribs are already extended, which taxes the adrenals. So we're going to keep the heart open and the ribs relaxed. Really good, guys. Okay, so we're going to reach forward, arms stay wide and around. Grab the leg loops as high as you can. See if you can grab one side or both sides. It doesn't matter. So just get a nice handful. Press the hips up and lean back. So this is flying monkey. It should feel really good. Keep the arms extended. Stretch the front of the neck. Open up the shoulders. So we're going to keep holding onto our leg loops. Sit down nice and slow. Really nice Kriya. You look awesome. So sit down and open up the legs. Keep holding on. There you go. It's easy to let go. Beautiful. You can hold on to one side or both sides. Okay, from here we're going to try doing our flying squirrel. We don't normally do from this position, but you're going to do wide legs, lift the hips up and lean back. Wait, that's easy a little. Yeah. Nice. Sit back down. Beautiful, guys. Isn't that amazing? Feels so good. Good. Yeah. All right, feet together. We're going to come back into our flying monkey. So knees stay wide, hips lift, and lean back. I know it's a lot on the hands. We'll give them a little jazz shake.